Hi, I'm Dr. Gajer. I am the physician owner of the Gajer practice, where we specialize in weight loss, hormone balance, and root cause focused internal medicine. You've probably heard me talk about the fact that if you want to maintain a healthy weight and overall health, ultra processed foods don't belong in your diet. I want to break this up a little bit more and tell you what ultra processed foods are and what you could or should be eating instead to start losing weight, to stay at a healthy weight, and to maintain overall health. So, in short, ultra processed foods are foods that are made with preservatives and chemicals that you would not find at home. And what we should be eating are whole foods. So, these are foods that primarily come from the earth. These are fruits, vegetables, meats, nuts, dairy products for those who tolerate them, beans, things of that sort. So let's go through a few different categories and talk about what ultra processed foods would be and what a good whole foods alternative might be. So starting with drinks. You do not want to be drinking soda. There are many diet sodas, there are calorie-free drinks. These are still really harmful for your health. The chemicals that are in these drinks are what are known as hormone disruptors, or also known as obesogens. So that means that even if you're not taking in any calories, the way they change your metabolism and your gut microbiome prevents you from losing fat and actually causes your body to store fat and slows down your metabolism. So diet sodas are out. What you want to replace those with is water, of course. Water is fantastic. Not everybody loves the taste of water. So I think one great solution is to squeeze a little bit of lemon into your water. You can get unflavored sparkling waters, squeeze some lemon into those. They taste delicious and they're really good for your body, really good for your metabolism. If you can tolerate milk, that you can drink milk. Also, herbal teas are really nice as well. So let's talk about breakfast. Breakfast has traditionally been a difficult time because a lot of ultra processed foods are fast and very delicious, particularly to children. So you want to stay away from most cereals. Unfortunately, most breakfast cereals are ultra processed and contain very high amounts of sugar as well as other chemicals that are going to be harmful to your metabolism. In Europe, several of the cereals that are actually considered healthy in the US are banned for some of the ingredients that are used in those cereals. So rather than eating a sugary cereal or even a healthy cereal, a good alternative is Greek yogurt, plain Greek yogurt. You can use 2%. You can even use full fat, plain Greek yogurt. Sprinkle some berries on there. Blueberries are wonderful. You can even drizzle a little bit of honey. That makes a pretty quick breakfast and a delicious breakfast. You can put that in a glass Tupperware container, take it to work. And this is a great alternative to something ultra processed like cereal. So then we get to lunchtime, which again can be a challenging time because a lot of people are eating out or they have to bring a lunch to school. So what we don't want is fast food. Most of the meat that you'll find in fast food is ultra processed. Unfortunately, the chemicals with which the meat is made are going to be bad for your body. It's going to hinder your metabolism. Also, a lot of the breads, deli meats that people will use to make sandwiches, unfortunately, are ultra processed and contain those same chemicals. So what can you do instead? One great option is to have a salad and add some chicken breast to that. So if you can meal prep on Sundays and make a larger amount of chicken breast, whether in your oven or in an air fryer, and then have some other salad ingredients and put those all in a Tupperware with a nice serving of chicken breast and some dressing with very simple ingredients, something like olive oil and vinegar, which you can even make at home. That's a great non-processed meal for you that gets you a large amount of protein and also a lot of fiber from the greens. That really feeds your microbiome and will speed up your metabolism and improve your overall energy and health. You'll be amazed how much better you feel if you make that change. So let's say you don't want to eat salads. You certainly get bored if you eat those every day. Maybe you're not even in the weight loss part of your journey now, you just want to maintain and you want to have the convenience of something like a sandwich. So there are ways to minimize the damage that a usual sandwich would do. So choosing your bread carefully will be very important. So something like Dave's Killer Bread still has a number of different ingredients, but most of these are whole grain ingredients, and it doesn't have the fillers, the emulsifiers. Something like White Wonder Bread is a completely different animal than Dave's Killer Bread. So if you switch out your bread to something without a lot of preservatives, a lot of chemicals, and that actually has whole grains in it, it will be much healthier and have less of an impact on your metabolism. If you want to use deli meat, I recommend choosing turkey and finding a brand of turkey that has no nitrites. So freshly sliced deli meat, you can find some deli meat that is minimally processed, that contains very few ingredients, basically just the meat and maybe salt. But nitrites are a known obesogen. Again, those chemicals that are going to cause you to put on weight, make it very difficult to lose it. So you want to have a good brand and make sure you don't have any of those ingredients. And the same goes for cheese. You can have some cheddar cheese, look at your ingredients and make sure there's not a lot of fillers, and then put a bunch of lettuce, spinach, vegetables on your sandwich. Anything you can do to increase your fiber intake will improve the way you metabolize that meal. So then when we come to dinner time, that actually tends to be a little bit easier. Eating a protein and vegetables is very good at dinner time, and you have to choose your proteins wisely. So the proteins that are going to be the healthiest for you are those that are grass-fed and organic, and you want to look for labels that say antibiotic-free and hormone-free. Those are the meats that are going to give you the most nutrients without the harm to your metabolism. And then you want to include a lot of veggies. If you really want some carbohydrates, you can have some rice, you can have some brown rice or quinoa, or even some potatoes if it's a small amount. That shouldn't make a huge impact as long as you're choosing high quality foods. And last, we'll talk about snacks. So you want to stay away from the packaged snacks, from your potato chips, your pretzels, things of that sort. Try some air popped popcorn. There's air poppers that you can buy and kernels, and those can be very clean and more of a whole food alternative to the more processed foods that you might get otherwise. Try celery or carrot sticks with hummus. Those are great snacks, and certainly a wonderful alternative to some of the processed foods that can really stop your metabolism from performing. So last, I just want to touch on a few ingredients that you really want to make sure you avoid in your food. So like I said earlier, obesogens are a class of chemicals that have gained special attention over the last decade or so. The Environmental Working Group has named multiple ingredients that are very concerning in the way they play out in human metabolism. So I'll tell you three of them to watch out for. The first is nitrites. We talked about those in meats. Nitrites are great preservatives, but unfortunately they will do major harm to your metabolism. So you want to steer clear of nitrites. The second is high fructose corn syrup. So this is a sweetener. It's a cheaper alternative to sugar. It has major harmful effects on your metabolism. It produces harmful chemicals in your body. So you want to stay away from any food that has high fructose corn syrup in the ingredients. And the last is seed oils. So canola oil, if you're looking at something that, and you're wondering, something from the store that's prepared and you're wondering if it's processed, ultra processed, look for seed oils and try to find things that are cooked in olive oil and not seed oils. So that is a basic guide on how to find foods that are going to be more friendly to your metabolism, to your gut microbiome, which supports your overall health, your energy levels, and how your body will process food for energy. So try to make those good choices, and we'll see you next time.